have just arrived at my next destination and I have made friends. Some more ladies on their way to see and say hello as well. Oh, they're so friendly. Hello, ladies. Nice to meet you too. Hello. Hello, beautiful. Hi. Got another friend coming to join us. Hi. Hello. Ooh, hello, hello. You're lovely, aren't you? A little moorhen with her 3 chicks. Is that Daddy over there, I wonder? Seems to be calling them, doesn't he? I've arrived at my next destination, which is Hartwell House, a delightful country house in the county of Oxfordshire. It's just 25 minutes to the east of the city of Oxford. It's a beautiful, beautiful house set in 90 acres of stunning English countryside. It's a house with a very, very long history, dating back over 1,000 years, so as far as the Domesday Book. Now, at the beginning of that time, it was in the hands of William Peveril, who is also or was also owner of Peveril Castle in Castleton in Derbyshire, my home county. Now, he is rumoured to be the illegitimate bastard son of William the Conqueror and received a lot of estates when they conquered England, this land being one of those estates. Obviously, since then, it has gone through the hands of a lot of different families, and today it is in the care of the National Trust and is now a hotel and spa. So I am staying here tonight. I'm really looking forward to stepping through their front doors and showing you around and taking you with me on this journey. Let me provide you with a little more information on Hartwell and its previous residents. Located in the Vale of Aylesbury, Buckinghamshire, and on the edge of the Chilterns, an area designated an AONB, or Area of Outstanding Natural Beauty, Hartwell House is only 2 miles from the busy market town of Aylesbury, 20 miles from Oxford, and less than 45 minutes' drive from London's Heathrow Airport. This stately home, which has both Jacobean and Georgian facades, has been skillfully and sympathetically restored, which includes the restoration of the 18th century stables, coach house and riding school, to create 48 bedrooms and suites. You enter the house into the Great Hall, which went through major restoration on its walls and magnificent rococo ceiling. The house features outstanding decorative ceilings and panelling, fine paintings and lots of antique furniture in its many elegant rooms. As I mentioned earlier, Hartwell House has a remarkable history, stretching back almost 1,000 years to the reign of Edward the Confessor. It has been the seat of numerous big names in history, such as William Peveril, who I mentioned, and John, Earl of Mortain, who succeeded his brother Richard the Lionheart as King of England in 1199. But I think its most famous resident was Louis XVIII, exiled King of France, who lived with his court at Hartwell for 5 years, from 1809 to 1814. Louis was joined by his queen, Marie-Josephine, his niece, the Duchess d'Angoulême, daughter of Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette, his brother, who later became King Charles X, and Gustavus IV, the exiled King of Sweden. The room, which now houses the bar, was once Louis XVIII's private chapel. Another room with important historic ties to Louis is the library, and this is where Louis signed the succession papers to the French throne. have checked in and oh my goodness, look at my room. It is stunning. I have been absolutely spoiled rotten. Got amazing views out over the parkland. There's all the cows outside. This incredible 4-poster bed. Wow. Oh my goodness. These are wardrobes. There's one on either side. It is fabulous. Let me know what you guys think. Incredibly period correct. Ah, I love it. So spoiled. Oh my goodness. There's a bathroom over here. Bath and shower. Oh, I love the marble. Oh, lovely. And views. Countryside views. I have just been reading, and this is called the Queen's bedroom. So this was the bedroom that was occupied by Marie Josephine of France, the Queen of Louis XVIII, who lived here in exile with their court. So that was from 1809 to 1814 during the Napoleonic Wars. So Hartwell House was their home. This is where they sought refuge. And this was her room. Obviously not with this furnishing. It has been redesigned and redecorated. But this actual room was hers. I've been reading some more information about the room, so I thought I would share this with you because I'm learning with you at the moment. And it says that unlike her husband, Queen Marie Josephine was not happy at Hartwell and took to the bottle. Oh dear. Although it must be said that she had always been a difficult and willful woman, of whom nonetheless the king was quite fond. Her portraits hang in print form in this room. So that'll be above the fireplace. And next to that of the king on the staircase. So the two portraits on the staircase were painted at Versailles in 1786, 3 years before the revolution which swept away the Bourbons. It is ironic that the Queen's portrait should now overlook the staircase that she particularly detested because of the shadows cast by the flame of her candle onto the carved figures as she mounted the stairs to bed. Terrified her so much that she had them removed. I quite liked those figures. Apparently not to the Queen's taste. No records were taken of their original positions, which to this day remain a matter of conjecture. Deprived by the king of her favourites at court, with whom she could only correspond, she pined away and did not live to resume the throne with her husband, Louis XVIII, who reigned without her from 1814 to 1824. Well, that's a sorry end to things. I'm afraid I can't agree with Queen Marie Josephine, because I rather like it here. I could quite happily find myself very comfortable here. Right, let's put that back. What a lovely room. Very happy. neighbours. So peaceful outside. All I can hear are the cows mooing and the birds chirping outside. So peaceful. I am really liking this room. It's got so many fabulous feminine touches. All the natural light you could want. Some beautiful prints. I love all the mirrors as well. Mirrors just open everything up, make everything look lighter and brighter. And I really like this print. I can't work out if this is the National Trust emblem or not. If it's not, it is very similar. These curtains have lovely birds and floral details. The furniture, it's all absolutely wonderful. Can you spot the goose? Peeking his head up there. A Canadian goose by the looks of it. This is the view looking back at the house. It's a beauty for sure. So that there in the distance, the obelisk, is one of the original features of the garden that was. There has been a lot of changes to these gardens over the years, and they are considerably different to what they were, but that is one of the original features. Right, it is time to get ready for dinner now. I have just had a shower and oh my goodness, what an insanely good shower. I think personally that's one of those things that makes or breaks a hotel for me. If they have a shower that is amazing, I am happy. I don't like no wazzy showers. It needs to be a proper full-on waterfall, and that one was just so nice. So good. Right, just gonna fix the face up a little bit. Dry my hair and then head down for a, hopefully an incredible dinner. Right, let's go down for dinner. Got some little amuse-bouche. Got an onion bread, and there is salted butter and tomato butter. And just like that, it is nighttime. I think it's about 9:15 now. I think it's time to go up to my room. I've just gotten back to my room after a fabulous dinner, and it would appear as though Hartwell House has a turn-down service. Absolutely love this. All of the blinds have been pulled, curtains have been closed, and the bed has been made ready. Love this. Love, love, love. Good morning, everybody. I am just getting ready. I had the alarm set for 6:15 this morning and then just kept pressing snooze because I was so comfy in bed. Oh, I slept so well. It was just so peaceful and quiet. Honestly, it's just complete tranquility. All you can hear are the birds outside, the geese and the cows. It is heavenly. Really, really highly recommend. It just feels like you're a complete world away, but you're not. You've got Oxford about 25 minutes down the road. You've got loads of other big towns literally 5 minutes away, but it feels like you are a world away, and I think that is luxury in itself. There's a really, really nice National Trust house called Watersden Manor. It is the most opulent house I have ever been to. It's home to, or former home of the Rothschilds, one branch of the Rothschilds, and it was donated to the National Trust. And it is incredible. That's just 15 minutes away. So if you ever visit Hartwell House, make sure to do Watersden as well, because it is spectacular. It really is spectacular. But this morning I'm going to get ready, go down for breakfast, and unfortunately I have to depart. I'd love to spend so much longer here because it has been very, very calming. It's been lovely. But unfortunately I can't stay here longer. I'd love more than one night. This room has been incredible. I couldn't have even hoped for such a wonderful room. I'm living out my period drama dreams. Honestly, it's fabulous. Getting to have a room like this with such a history associated to it as well, being the former Queen's bedroom, and just having the views outside into the estate. It's just been absolutely fabulous. I can't praise it enough. It's definitely an experience, one that you should definitely add to your list, by the way. So yes, I'm going to be leaving here after breakfast, and I'm going to go to another National Trust property called Gray's Court. It's a place I've wanted to go to for a good while, but it's such a way from home. It would take me far too long to get there from home that I can't do it in a day trip. But it's about 45 minutes from Hartwell House. So I'm going to stop off there on my journey to my next destination. As I mentioned in my previous video, I am working with Pride of Britain Hotels, so I'm staying at a series of their hotels. So we had Whatley Manor, Hartwell House, which has been fabulous. They've both been fabulous. And then tonight will be Gravetye Manor, which is just south of London into the county of East Sussex. It's a place I've wanted to go to for ages and ages and ages, and it's finally happening. So that will be tonight. So I will stop off at Gray's Court on the way down there. If I can fit in anywhere else, I will do, because there's so many fabulous locations to share with you guys. And I always try and share as much as I can, whilst also still enjoying spaces like this and trying to linger and just take it all in. But that's my plan for this morning. I will go for breakfast and go to Gray's, and in tomorrow's episode take you to Gravetye Manor. This view though, guys, I'm gonna miss this. Just green fields and cattle. All the little baby cows as well, all the calves. Lovely to see, wandering around in their element. Right then, goodbye room. You have been the biggest pleasure. I really don't want to say goodbye, but there we go. Maybe one day we shall have to return. Right, goodbye Queen's Room. Thank you so much. Oxfordshire is so beautiful. Not the whole county, but parts of it are actually considered Cotswolds. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful county. And I love all these roads with all the cow parsley. Well, we have finally made it after a bit of a detour. Yeah, we're here. This weather, honestly, I am so sick and tired of rain. It has been the wettest winter spring I have ever known. I think I can count on one hand the amount of full sunny days that we've had. It's been just ridiculous. I thought I could actually finally put the winter coat away, but no, winter coat and hat. Got to be having a laugh. We're in May. This is ridiculous. Anyway, let's go in. Right then, we are all checked in. Let's go. Oh, it's getting a bit windy now. Let's go and see if we can find the house and gardens. I'm sorry about whinging about the weather. I'm just so over this weather. I don't like moaning, I really don't, but it's been a lot this year. It has been a lot. Anyway, right, gardens. I really, really hope they have an amazing wisteria arch here. It's incredible what I've seen in photos. Never seen it in person, so I'm really hoping it's in bloom. Let's go find out. I can see the wisteria arch. It's not quite ready. Oh no. Some places in the country the wisteria is out in full, like Iford Manor 2 days ago, like Hartwell House also 2 days ago. And then other parts of the country, even further south as well. You'd think that'd be out first, but it's not. Ah, shame. Anyway, nice to see either way. So here we are. What is a magnificent wisteria archway. Imagine that in full bloom. What a sight it would be. This bit along the wall's a little bit further along. It still needs another week or two. This would be amazing. This is all a wisteria canopy. Gosh, I wish it was in bloom. It goes on and on and on, all the way along here. Look, all of this is wisteria. It would be amazing. Some gnarly branches. This must be incredibly old. I have to read up, but this has been here for, I bet you, easily 100 years, maybe longer. I will have to find out. Oh, a little doorway into another garden. Got the alliums in bloom. Peonies, this whole row will be peony, but that is still taking a good while. Everything's so behind this year. All those camassia. Thank you everyone who responded to my video, was it 2 weeks ago? Oh no, maybe more than 2 weeks ago. The second part of our Cotswolds thatched cottage weekend. Who, yeah, everyone who replied telling me that these were camassia. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't know that before. And aren't they looking glorious here at Gray's Court? This garden, honestly, is really, really behind. Even the apple blossom is only just starting. I would have thought, being further south, this should have been so much further along, but again, I don't know what the weather's been like down here. If it's anything like today, cold and wet, then that might have something to do with it. This path is really lovely with all the camassia coming up. I might have to look at getting some of these for the garden at home because these are lovely. I don't know why, but I feel like I've never seen these before. But what a pretty path. Gosh, look at this, a wonderful kitchen garden. I love the way they train those fruit trees. Like a piece of art. So this is the Archbishop's Maze. It says this maze was made to commemorate the enthronement of Dr. Robert Runcie as Archbishop of Canterbury in 1980. It was designed as a space for reflection and to explore the idea that we should help each other to solve the mystery of life. What a beautiful space. And I think quite fitting, as today, I found out, is National Garden Meditation Day. I didn't know such a thing existed, but I think that is a lovely idea. I am fully on board with that, and I think this space actually fits perfectly with that theme. Yeah, lovely. Fortunately, there is a train across it today, as it is so miserable out, so I can't take you across. Anyway, we'll have a look around the rest of the garden. This is a lot bigger than I thought. There's so many different parts to see. And I like that from pretty much all corners of the garden, you can see that church tower. Isn't it beautiful? Tulip purple doll. Very frilly. Beautiful. I haven't seen a tulip like this before. I've got these ones at home. Tulip spring green. I really, really like these. Oh, so pretty. They look like they're dancing in the breeze. Ooh, these ones are pretty. Tulip Greenland. I haven't seen these before or heard of them. I like it. Ferns and moss and bluebells. This is actually really pretty underneath. There's loads of hellebores as well, which obviously would have been in flower a couple of months ago. Right, I am going to start heading back and find my way into the house. Let's just have a quick sneak peek through this gateway to the church, because I'm curious what's through here. I can see lots of lovely white flowers. Oh, look! Oh, beautiful! Well, this is a wonderful space. Okay, let's get out of the garden. And to the house. Oh, well, that was lovely. I was expecting a bit more of a walk than that. Set on a green hillside in a secluded Chilterns Valley, Gray's Court has a history going back over 9 centuries. The estate was mentioned in the Domesday Book of 1086, but the earliest part of the estate is the Norman Great Tower, built in the late 11th century. The tower is all that remains of the original fortified manor on this site. The first known Grey associated with the property was Walter de Grey, who lived from around 1180 to 1255. He was a cleric who rose to become Archbishop of York and served as Lord Chancellor to King John, as well as fulfilling important diplomatic posts under Henry III. It was left to Archbishop de Grey's nephew, Sir John de Grey, the first Baron de Grey, to extend the property, and in 1346 he was granted a licence to crenellate his manor house. In 1387, Grey's Court passed to the Lovell family through marriage, and it was the Lovells who extended the manor with a timber-framed wing around 1450. Unfortunately, Francis Lovell lost his estates, as well as his life, for taking the side of Richard III against Henry Tudor. In 1485, Grey's Court was seized by the Crown after Henry's triumph at the Battle of Bosworth. Grey's Court stayed in Crown hands until 1514, when Henry VIII granted it to Sir Robert Knowles in exchange for annual rent of 1 red rose, to be paid on Midsummer Day. His son Francis Knowles served as a Privy Councillor to Elizabeth I and was treasurer to the royal household. His position at court was shaken in 1578 when his daughter Lettice secretly married Robert Dudley, Earl of Leicester and the Queen's favourite. Sir Francis hoped to entice Elizabeth to visit Grey's Court, so he tore down the old medieval manor and rebuilt it as a fashionable Tudor house. Despite the money he and his son William put into extending the house, Elizabeth never did visit Grey's Court. Events took a downturn when Lady Frances Howard, a cousin of the Greys, was held under house arrest here in 1613 under suspicion of murder. Finally, in 1688, the Knowles sold Greys to James Paul and severed all ties with the property. Over the ensuing centuries, the house passed through several private owners, most notably the Stapleton family. The first Stapleton owner was Sir William Stapleton, who made a fortune in the Barbados sugar trade. In 1965, Sir Thomas married Mary Fane and began to renovate Grey's Court in the Romantic style, adding ornate plasterwork to the rooms, building a Gothic dairy and incorporating the crumbling medieval ruins into his garden. The final chapter at Grey's Court came in 1937, when Sir Felix and Lady Brunner purchased the house and proceeded to modernise the property. They held the estate until 1969, when it was granted to the National Trust. What a fascinating house. I absolutely love the Tudor period. That was a gorgeous Tudor manor. Lots of history to it as well. Really, really lovely place. And I love the interiors, that they were left how they were when the last inhabitant passed away. That is a really lovely touch. So it looks like a proper homely home. I really like that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Now I'm heading back to the car and I'm going to be setting off for Gravetye Manor.